Welcome you guys to the law of cause and effect. And the law of cause and effect is simple. It says that everything that happens for a reason. There's no such thing as chance. Again, chance is just law to those who don't know any better. And the perfect example is to use the example of a boat traveling through the ocean creating a wake. The boat creates the wake. The boat is the present moment. Trotting through life, put, and the wake is extending out from it, put. The problem is that most people think that the wake is creating the ship. They look over the back of the boat and they say, I am who I am because of the past. Not realizing that the past was created by the now. The past was created by the now. Every moment in time is creating the past. We change the past by changing the present. Each moment dictates the past. Every action, every conversation you have, every thought you have, every choice you make is creating a wake behind you. And that wake behind you does not define you. It's ridiculous to think that the wake that you're leaving in life is defining your present person. You are free to act any moment however you like, independent of anything that has ever happened to you in your entire life. You do not have to be who you were in the past. You should not be who you were in the past. That's ridiculous. Every moment is an opportunity for you to rewrite history. Or I shouldn't say rewrite history, I would say write history. We have two roles to play. We can either be the cause or we can be the effect. Now, when you hold on to this idea that you are created by the past, you are allowing yourself to be the effect. And it's true. It's true that you can be the effect. It's true that you are who you are because of your past, with a lowercase t. But there's another side to the coin. You can be the cause now. You can be the dictator instead of the dictated. Change your dialogue. What you call a habit, I call a choice. What I call a habit is something that you do all the time without realizing you're actually doing it. Then someone brings it to your attention. Hey, do you know you do this in this circumstance? And you say, no, I didn't, but I know that now. That habit is no longer a habit. That is a choice. You don't have a habit of smoking cigarettes. You don't have a habit of procrastinating. You don't have bad habits. You have bad choices. And I know that sounds harsh, but it's not meant to be harsh. It's meant to put the power back in your hands. Saying that you have a habit is just saying that you are who you are because of your past. It's a scapegoat. It's a way for you to refuse responsibility of who you are today. And if anything, I'm trying to get you guys away from refusing responsibility, because by refusing responsibility, you're negating your role as creators. You're being the effect instead of the cause. I want you guys to show up in the world of your own volition. I want you to show up as you want yourselves to be, and I want you to start using words that empower you. Don't say, I have bad habits. Say, I have bad choices. That puts the power back in your hand. That's because it also says, I have a choice to do something else. We always have choices. And every single choice that we make is going to lead us to an effect. And that's what the law of cause and effect is telling us. That every single action we have has an effect. And furthermore, every effect will contain in it a piece of the cause. If you want to be successful in life, you have to do as many successful causes as you possibly can. And that's easy to decide. Tonight, before you go to sleep, write down 3 things that you want to accomplish. The next day, do those 3 things. Do them well, finish them from start to finish, and do them to the best of your ability. Each task that you finish successfully takes you further to your goal. So for the next week, you set simply 3 tasks, big or small, towards your goal, and you complete each one of those tasks. It is inevitable that you will be successful in whatever you are trying to do. Because you cannot keep setting a cause in motion and not have the effect take place. That's what I'm trying to teach you guys. That's what is so important in understanding that our actions have consequences, and those consequences will always contain a piece of the action. It's very simple. If you refuse this law, if you choose to be the effect instead of the cause in every circumstance, then you'll be swept. You'll be swept away by people whose wills that are stronger than yours. You'll end up in jobs that you don't want to be, don't want to be in. You'll end up in relationships that you don't want to be in. You'll end up living a life that you don't want to live. And the worst part is that you'll be justified in it, because it is reasonable to be the effect. Because again, the effect is just as real as the cause. It's reasonable that you don't have money. It's reasonable that you don't have the relationships that you want. It's reasonable that you're not where you're at in life. But I'm asking you guys to be unreasonable. I'm asking you guys to be unreasonable. For once in your lives, don't give yourself a good reason to fail. It's very easy to roll over and allow things to happen to you. I'm not saying, if you're not where you want to be, I'm not saying you guys suck and it's all your fault and you need to get it together and yada yada yada. That's not at all what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that we need to shift our perception. We need to shift our perception and say, being a result of my world, being a result of my circumstances, has gotten me this far. Sure, I've survived in life. I've made it. I've somehow managed to come through and pull things together when I really needed it. Every time. I've survived by being the effect of this world. But we don't want to survive. I don't. You don't want to survive. You want to thrive. There's a difference between just making it, just getting by, just making ends meet, and then really blasting off out into the world and creating something phenomenal. In nature, when things evolve in nature, when they've outgrown their current space. And what I mean by that is we have to more than fill our current place. Life started in the oceans, according to science, and then it filled the oceans, and then it spread to land, and then it filled the lands. And then after it got done claiming the land, where did it go next? The sky. And then humans came along. We've conquered the sky, we've conquered land, we've conquered the oceans. Now we're trying to conquer space. It isn't until you have filled your current place completely that you can move on. The world is held back by people who are not capable of filling their current space. Everyone wants to get to the next level, but no one wants to complete this one. And we only complete this one when we are able to fully live out our desires, when we're able to fully live out our dreams according to every detail. And we can only do that when we are thriving, not surviving. And we only thrive when we can be instigators of change and not subject to it. When we show up as creators, we set all the causes in our life in motion. We plant all the seeds. You put down a pumpkin seed, a pumpkin grows. You put down a watermelon seed, a watermelon grows. You put down a sunflower seed, a sunflower grows. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that, and it's as powerful as that. I'm telling you that you can have your life be any way you want it. And this isn't a wishy-washy, this isn't pseudoscience, this isn't a far off idea, fantastical thought. It's real, it's practical, and it's day to day. When you wake up in the morning, what are you going to do? What seed are you going to plant when you wake up? Are you going to make yourself a plan? That's seed number one. You don't know what to do? Figure it out. Plant a seed of figuring out what you want to do tomorrow. You got your list? Boom. That will grow. You knock out those 3 successful things, that's 3 successful seeds you've planted. Plant 3 successful seeds 7 days in a row, you've got 21 beautiful plants just waiting to grow. Waiting to grow. You have set the world in motion. You have told the world to dance to your song. The world makes beautiful songs. People make beautiful music, and it makes us dance. But now it's time to have the world to dance to your song. Plant your seeds. Don't plant shitty ones. If you don't want tomatoes to grow, stop planting tomato seeds. If you don't like how eggplant tastes, why do you keep planting eggplant seeds? If you don't like that person, why do you keep hanging out with them? If your job makes you feel drained, why do you keep showing up to it? If your life doesn't move you, if your life doesn't feel like a song, if you can't manage to find yourself happy for no other reason than just because you're alive and things are moving beautifully, then why are you not changing? This is what I mean about responsibility. This is what I mean about taking power back into our hands. Responsibility is about saying, my world is how it is because of me. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And it means it can be a new way also because of me. That's what the law of cause and effect is saying. It says, plant the seeds that you want to grow. It says, you are creating the past with every moment. It says the past does not define you. You define the past with each and every action you take. You are the cause. You are the cause. Let it be your mantra. I am the cause. I am the cause of my life. I am the cause of the good things. I am the cause of the bad things. I am the cause of the beauty. I am the cause of the love. Nothing in my life happens by chance. Nothing in this world happens by chance. There is an effect to every cause. There is a cause to every effect. Nothing happens by chance. Everything happens because I set it in motion, because you set it in motion. I plant every seed in my garden. There are no weeds here. There's nothing that I cannot use. There's nothing that I do not find beautiful in my world. I create it. I leave nothing up to chance. Neither do you.